Okay, folks, away we go once again. I'm still in tropical Queensland. This is episode 1564. It's Blind Magic in Alice Springs. And I'm Murray Stewart, your presenter and host. Well, it's so good here, so wonderful, and very different, folks. Very, very different. But what I can tell you is the Uber drivers, one after another, they're very, very kind, very friendly, and seem, as I said in an earlier podcast, they seem very, very happy with their lot here in Cairns. Yet another one this morning on the way back from the post office, which is where I was, back to our little abode here, our Airbnb, and very, very happy with being here. And his wife, he stated to us, is working at the international section of the airport for Air France. How about that? How about that for something a little bit different? Yeah, I'm not sure what their job opportunities are like here in Cairns, but certainly they're different and they're varied from what I'm used to back in Alice. But I truly believe that no matter where you are in the world, everything comes down to a state of mind. Yeah, the attitude of which you adopt. If you want a town to be miserable, then be miserable. If you want a town to be positive and wonderful, then carry that attitude with you. For example, every time I mention Alice Springs here, whoa, do I get a bit of negativity. Yeah, you get all sorts of comments like, oh, that place. Comments like, it's like the Wild West and, et cetera, et cetera. It goes on and on. And yet you know that I love Alice Springs. I absolutely love my town. Now, I do love this as a holiday destination, but when I go back home, I'll feel good about that. No problem. Back to my beautiful Sainter, my puppy dog, and back to my wonderful home, of which I've worked very hard for. A couple of episodes back, I spoke to you about female perpetrators of domestic violence. And I meant what I said, and that is women can be just as violent as men given the right circumstances lining up together. Stress, not only financial stress, but the stress of bringing up a family, and also what's going on inside our system health-wise. All of those things can keep pushing up and up and up, and eventually there are a percentage of women that go off like a volcano. They explode, and the results can be explosive. And there are more and more women now committing murder of the things they value the most, and that is their beautiful children. And why have I raised this? Well, the reason why I am raising this is because I believe this horrible phenomena can be avoided, can be prevented, and it must be. There are women out there, folks, who need help. And the only way they're going to get the help is if we, in the first instance, can be honest about it. Start talking about it. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Because as I said in that podcast, I think it suits the narrative to just lazily put it back on men and men only. And it's just simply not true. So what can you do out there, ladies? Are you one of those women? Are you one of those women who are feeling the anger rising up within you because of the stresses in your life, the emotional stresses, the financial stresses? And what can we advise you to do? I spoke about attitude, and that's one of the first things you can do, I think, is have an attitude of love toward yourself. That's right, love toward yourself. Maybe join a gymnasium close by, or maybe just go for a walk or even a jog in the morning. Doesn't have to be for hours. No, even just a 10-15 minute jog or a walk 2 or 3 times a week. Get out in the sunshine. Yeah, get some of that nurturing sun to kiss your body. I guess the other thing would be to get yourself a little hobby. It doesn't matter whether it's star watching, bird watching, track walking, doesn't matter what it is. Join a local walking club. Great way to meet people. If you've got children, join a mother's group. Meet other mums. Get some friendships. Build that network. Drink some water. Have 3 to half a dozen glasses of beautiful fresh water daily. That will cleanse your liver and your kidneys and be overall a great wash for your insides. And that'll make you feel so much better. Combined with your exercise, getting out in the sun and pursuing a little hobby, then those things can help turn the ship around and maybe therefore make you feel better about yourself and hopefully avoiding your volcano from exploding. Because I know that you don't want to hurt the people who you love. I know you don't want to do that. And the horrendous results that we are beginning to witness as a result of A, not talking about it, and B, therefore not doing anything about mitigating against it, have been horrific. And that's what joining a little club, building your networks will do. It'll allow you to talk to friends about what's going on in your life. And you might be surprised at how many other women are feeling just like you. And if I know one thing, I know that women can be very, very open with one another, and that could avoid a very, very dark day for you. Yeah, so that's my suggestions for what it's worth. I know that I'm a man and I can't possibly know what a woman thinks and feels. I get that. But last I checked, 2 + 2 adds up to 4. And this is one of those situations where follow some of these principles of being healthy, being happy, and being in a network of friends. Then as far as I'm concerned, there's your 2 + 2 adds up to 4, which is preventing what could otherwise be an explosive disaster. And I'll tell you another thing, folks. If you are in a relationship that's not working and it is stressful, then either get the help that both of you need to make that relationship work, or practice some of the things that I have outlined today as an individual. For example, why don't you today go out and just get yourself a massage? Yeah, find a good massage practitioner that you think you could trust and get him or her to ease your stress. Yeah, develop a bit of you time practice, a bit of you time. And I believe that within marriages, that should always be room for individuals to look after themselves, because a strong individual who's looking after themselves and loving themselves generally make the best partners. They do. And you can do exactly that. And if you therefore have 2 people within a relationship that have a great relationship with themselves, then I'm sure they can have a good relationship with one another. Above all, I not only want you to be a good person, I then want you to be a great mum, which I know you can be. I know you can be that. Okay, folks, this has been, and it always will be, episode 1564, a Blind Magic Communications production.